So it's good to see Phil out there, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everybody was out there. It was good.
And Wheeler in a regular colored jersey, I suppose, is
That's another positive. Yeah.
I know you don't want to talk about lineup specifically, but Phil's out there now, getting some extra work, it looks like. Is it one of those things where you want to make sure he has enough time to feel where he needs to be at to be game ready?
We want everybody to be game ready when they're, yeah.
So, I'm just trying to connect dots here.
I know you are. I know exactly. Everybody was out there for practice this morning. That's a real positive thing for our team, and I'm going to keep any lineup decisions that I make to myself.
What about Johnny coming in the other night?
Yeah.
What did you make? I know the line's on for that early goal, but you talked about the whole team building that they went on. Did they fall into that category?
I thought they were good. They did some good things. You know, like I said, I thought we got better as the game went on. I actually think the first period, like I said, it went back and forth, and they were part of that. I thought that they got better as the game went on as well. Johnny's a good skater and good player, plays different positions, does different things for us, so that was a good addition.
How good do you feel to play to be out there for contact?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, that's a long road, and sometimes it's a lonely road too. You know, we're going about our business, and he's off in a different room doing his thing at different times. And I know when a player gets back in there, you saw his enthusiasm the other night there on the OT goal. Like you just want to get back on the inside and be a part of that. And it's nice to have him out there and available and good to go and full.
Do you have the mentality that your team is in control of this series?
I don't. I truly, Larry, I go one game at a time. I go one day at a time. I think it's crazy to think about a big picture. I think you just focus right on the day, and you deal with what happened in the last game. You deal with it yesterday and this morning, and then you go right back to dealing with just one thing, one game. I know that our team will go out there tonight and be ready to play. I also know that we're playing a really good team, and so we just focus on what we can control, and right now I know that we can control this game.
That's a message you've sort of been reinforcing all season, does it?
We've always gone really slow. I've always said that, we just focus, worry about what you can control today. Don't worry about tomorrow, can't do anything about yesterday, just keep it right here on the day and make sure we're ready to attack this day.
After the last game, you said we've got to come out a little bit sharper than that.
Well, I thought like I said, I explained that. I thought that we competed. I thought we skated and competed. We were ready to go. We made a couple of mistakes that cost us, and I don't think you can do that. It's tough to dig out of a hole against a team like Carolina. And so they've got depth, they've got speed, they've got physicality. They play a good game. Like I said, they've been a top team in the league the entire year. And so we need to make sure that our game's just a little bit cleaner. You'll never be mistake-free. But some of the mistakes were a little bit too loud, and we got to quiet that down.
Yeah, I'm having, the lineups, the line change, the last line change. What's the tangible or intangible benefit of playing in front of the guard line?
Well, you get that juice from the building right away. I mean, they were even noticeable down in Carolina. They've been noticeable on the road in almost every city that we go, our fan base. But to get back in our building and get that real energy from the fans is important. You get the last change. I think that's important too, you know, with regard to matchups or where you might want to go with it. But at the end of the day, I said this, leaving Carolina, all that's a positive. We still have to make sure, back to your question, we still have to make sure that we're doing the work that we need to do inside of the game.
With that one game at a time focus, do you believe that momentum doesn't necessarily carry from one game to the next, or do you think like Carolina getting a power play goal after having that 16-minute run in, could that do you feel like that could be a factor now?
I can't answer that. I'm not sure where they're at or what they're doing or what that does for them. I know that we played some pretty good hockey. We need to focus on what we can do today, and that's a strong start, good 5-on-5 play, a good penalty kill, a good power play, 60 minutes, all the things that we can control today. Those are the things that we got to worry about controlling. I think we just focus on today and putting our best foot forward and getting ready to play and going down.
When you focus on today and you're facing a desperate team, do you have to match that desperate players?
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to come out, the answer to your question ultimately is yes, but you'd like to just come out and just set the tone right away on how we want to play and what we want to do on the ice. It goes back to, again, that same response I just gave. We can control us, I know that. I don't know how they're going to start, I don't know what they're going to do. I know we can control what we can control.
Is it special to have the opportunity for this one game to close the series out in your own building?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it's, you go down to Carolina, we do the work, we get the result in game 3, we don't get it in game 4, but it sets it up for a game back here in our building. Yeah, I'd like to be here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.